Well, hello folks, welcome to the channel. I'm the Custard Prophet. We're back here for our Euro Truck Simulator 2 career mode playthrough with the Custard Haulers. We are still happy Halloween hauling. We're pretty much on track with this. You can see we're currently in the capital of Romania, Bucharest, and we've got our spooky trailer which we are going to be taking more or less into central Romania to do another job, and we're going there for a reason. We'll talk about that in a second. I've still got my Volvo attached. I absolutely love this cab. It's so smart. I don't want to get rid of it just yet, and I still haven't worked out which was the truck that I haven't done the 1,000 miles in, or 1,000 kilometers. That's something we need to work out, but we are going to be heading off. We have got 236 miles ahead of us. How do we get out of this place? This way? I think we can go both ways. I don't think this was our solution really, but I think we can go both ways. I'm hoping we can go both ways, otherwise we might put ourselves in a little bit of shtuck. Yeah, we'll just scoot around here. I mean, we've been in Bucharest a few times. And out we go. Let's have a look at the route. So we're heading up to Brasov. So it's not actually that far away. We've got to go through Pitești, through Brasov, and we're just the other side of it. But that is not really our destination, although that's where we're dropping off things. We're going to go a bit further, and we're going to go to Bacau, which we'll talk a bit about Bacau in a second, where there is a photo opportunity. But more importantly, that would be number 29 out of 30 in the Balkan Explorer achievement, and that's something we're going for. We are currently, as I was saying, doing really well in the Happy Hauloween event. We are 9 out of 13 done, so this would be number 10 when we go up there, and then we'll take a delivery from Bacau down towards Plymouth, which is the next one, or the final one that we've got to get to complete that particular achievement in the Road to the Black Sea DLC. So we've got plans, folks. We've absolutely got plans, and yeah, I am enjoying this. I am very much enjoying this. It's sort of meant that I've had to do a lot of little short drives round, and a bunch of drives which haven't been on camera, but just through different little areas, and sort of seeing some sort of random areas that I haven't necessarily seen previously, which is always rather cool. Right, folks, so yeah, we're going to head off on that route, and we will be back very shortly. We're going to head out of Bacau, and then I'll come back. I've got some interesting facts about Romania, some surprising facts about Romania, and I want you to tell me which is the most surprising of all of them. We'll do that later on. We've got a few bits and pieces from some questions I asked you in the last episode, and I thought there's some pretty good answers for that for one of the questions, which was around whether Greece will be a small DLC. There was a couple of people who had some good ideas about how to make it bigger, or how it might seem bigger, and also why it might feel bigger than it actually is. So we'll come back and talk about that shortly as well. And thank you as always to everyone who has commented on the videos. If you've not commented yet, please do. Just put something down in the comments. Most of the time you end up being I end up sort of addressing your comment in a future video. Yeah, put it down there. Tell me your favourite type of cuisine. There we go. There's something to say. European cuisine, yeah. And then we'll drive to that country. Not necessarily. We will at some point, maybe. Anyway, I don't know what I'm babbling on about. We'll drive on a bit, and I'll see you in a little bit. We have 5 hours to go to get to our delivery location, and then we've probably got another couple of hours to go to get all the way up to Bacau. So, see you in a bit. Well, this is almost one of the most complicated roundabouts I think that exists in the game. There's so much going on here. They've got a bloody petrol station right in the middle of it just to make it even more confusing. So I have absolutely no idea what's going on here at the best of times. This is just north of Pitsia if you're interested to, to work out that hellhole. But yeah, so I want to just talk about a couple of things that happened to me in the last few drives that I've done whilst I've been away. Just get your opinion on them, really. So one of them, I was travelling at about 39 miles per hour, and I think the speed limit was, well, it was a lot less than that, something like 33 or something like that. Several police cars came the other way. Not one of them did me for speeding. I was enough over the speed limit that I have been caught out before, and I didn't understand why I wasn't caught out. I wasn't near the border. So I know someone had mentioned that if it's a police car from a different country, they won't catch you for speeding, but I didn't feel that was the case. I thought we were in the right country. I thought the police cars were correct for the country, so why would that happen? The other thing I had, and this is an interesting one, so in Romania, as we're going through this lovely forest, in Romania, I think it was Romania, and it was Bulgaria or Romania. There are certainly some roads which are a little bit more, or a little bit less clear in terms of the markings than others. But I had this one road where it looked like I had all the right of way. There was a crossroads. My road was kind of going straight, and the crossroads kind of came. Oh yeah, no, I thought that was a hidden road, but the crossroads came at an angle towards my road. And so I was just driving as if that was that on my road. I didn't expect there to be an issue. This car just came straight out of the crossroads. There was a little orange, like a sign on that one. There was no sign on my one. Yes, if you're wondering, we are going to be going past the iron gates again, and it is a very nice bit to talk during, because this is an absolutely glorious little section. But he went, head-on collision. He went straight into me, full power. I have no idea why. Obviously, it's hard to be sure, given that you didn't see it happen. But what are your thoughts on that? There was no road markings. I had no signs on my section, to suggest that I had to give right of way. There was a triangular sign on their section, which made me think perhaps it was... what is that over there? Is that a cable car? It was their doing. So was it just a mistake from the AI driver? Let me know. So I remember doing this before. This might not be the iron gates. I might have got that wrong, but I do remember driving in this region before and getting all excited about a path, and it turned out there was something in front of it, so I couldn't go down it. I still yet to find a hidden road in this part of the game, and I'm sure there must be here, but yet to actually find one, which is a little bit frustrating. Right, folks, we're going to go on a little way. I think we'll just show you where we are. We're going to get through Brasov, and then we'll come out the other side, and we've got this really nice journey once we've dropped things off. And during that journey, I want to talk a little bit about Bacau itself, and also those random facts about Romania, and I want you to tell me which you think is the most surprising of them. So I will see you in a little bit. I'm just going to enjoy this scenery. You can't watch it anymore. Sorry. I've remembered what was along this route, and it's right ahead, folks. We're back at Dracula's castle, as I almost crashed the lorry. Back at Dracula's castle. There's some nice little Bran. Nice little bit of historic ruins there as well. There we go, very nice. I just want to now just have a little chat to you folks about, while we're driving past Dracula's castle, about Greece. I know we're talking a lot about Greece, but one of the things I asked is because I was slightly concerned that because Greece is a really small area, that we might feel a little short-changed in terms of what how we experience it. It might feel a little bit on the small side, and getting paying full price for a DLC might feel a bit much. But as we're going through Brown, what a beautiful little town this is. This has been so well done. Look at the little thatched cottage there. Well, actually, there's no thatched cottage, but it all looks so nice, doesn't it? How well has this been done? The little stone walls, everything like that. Really, really nice. Little car park. It'd be nice if some of these you could actually park in. That would be good. But anyway, I was sort of looking. I was looking at your suggestions about that, and there's a couple of interesting ideas. And I think it was Moopis Plays, and good to see someone new commenting. I don't recall them commenting before, so thank you and welcome to the channel. Did suggest that what they are planning to do, certainly with these smaller DLCs, is just to actually slow things down a bit, slow their driving down a little bit, so they experience it at a sort of less chaotic pace than sometimes we do using this, using the crazed pace that I seem to drive at most of the time. So, it's an interesting idea. I'm not sure if I've got the self-control to be able to do that, but I think if you can, and you are able to do that, or even if you are able to set your limit, top speed limit, maybe lower, as we'll try and get ahead of that car, that might be kind of a good thing. The other thing that was mentioned was from Kim Rankinen, who said he has watched the video, the 20-minute video that SCS put out on this new DLC on Greece, and he watched it carefully, and he's seen a few things about it. But one of the things he saw was actually there's an awful lot of city driving in there, much more, from what he's saying, than most of the other DLCs. So because of that, the way time passes is slower in city driving, isn't it? The ratio of minute to mile is different in cities than it is outside of cities. So that is a clever thing, and that's not something I had thought about, which makes a lot of sense. So they probably are going to be able to get away with it in that sort of way. He also mentioned there are 5 islands, and the port of Athens, or the port in Athens, is massive, probably the biggest port in the game. So all of that sounds pretty nice. So yeah, thanks for your comments, and if you've got any more ideas around that, yeah, please do drop them in the comments below. Right. What just didn't happen is that I got to this point, realised there was no rest stop, and I was incredibly tired, and then had to kind of go back on myself, but then realised that I couldn't get on the right side of the road, so I had to go down the wrong side of the dual carriageway all the way to the rest stop. That did not happen because for some reason, even though I managed to do that, I didn't actually get a violation for going the wrong way, which I think used to be in the game, which was a bit weird. Anyway, just 18 miles to go to our location. We were a day on. We had a little sleep at a very dodgy rest stop, and we're really not very far away at all. So I want to talk a little bit about what am I going to talk about random facts about Romania. So I've got 4 random facts about Romania, each more crazy than the last. None of them are actually very crazy. They're all, I was going to say vaguely believable. They're all true, but they're all just a little bit weird. You wouldn't have expected them. So, for example, fact number 1, the fountain pen was invented by Romania. I would have assumed the fountain pen might have been invented by a Frenchman. I don't know why, but that was where my mind was with that. Who do you think invented the fountain pen, other than a Romanian? The guy was Petraș Penaru. P-O-E-N, not pen. Sorry, that would be odd, and I'm sure pen is not pen in Romanian as well. But the world's largest suspension bridge is in Romania. Wouldn't have thought that either. I would have thought the States, somewhere with those massive gaps between places. That's kind of what I'd have thought. We're turning right here, almost went straight on. That's a bit of a mad fact. Maybe less mad. Romania is home to the tallest wooden church. again, that feels like maybe, yes, that's the kind of thing Romania does. Really big wooden churches. I don't know why I thought that, but that's apparently what it is. I don't have a photo of it, but apparently that's true. And the one that I thought was completely mad, although I talked to my wife about it and she thought actually it made sense, I don't see why, was the first city to have electric street lights in the whole of Europe was Timisoara, place we've been to in the game, in Romania. So not Paris, not London, not Berlin, none of those. It was Timisoara in 1884, first electric street lights. I mean, in all honesty, I didn't see any of those really, other than the church perhaps. Looking at... what have I done? I pressed a random button and got myself to something else, but there we go. We have dropped off our load, and that is number 10 out of 13 in the Happy Hauloween event, so that's good. You can see that top right. And now what we might do is see if there's a job from this location perhaps. There is actually a job to Bacau, bizarrely, and we can do a Halloween treats job. So I'm going to go and grab that, and then we'll drive our Halloween treats all the way to our new location in Bacau, and that will collect our, well, that'll be number 11 out of 13, and it will be number 29 out of 30 for the Balkan Explorer. Let me know what you thought about those random facts, and give me your own random facts. Maybe not about Romania, about somewhere else that you just wouldn't expect. Right, we've just picked up the load there from Subsea, which, I mean, that just looks like a prison to me, but apparently not. Apparently it's where they sell bread from, or in this case Halloween treats, and we're going to be going from this side of Brazil back to where we've just been from, all the way up into Bacau. We're not that far into Bacau, to be honest. We're not going all the way up here, so this is quite a nice little job, and should be kind of an interesting bit of road here. So we're going to drive on, and we're going to come back in this area, and I'll talk a little bit about Bacau, because, well, there is almost no, I was going to say no history there at all. There's nothing. I didn't see a huge amount of really interesting stuff about Bacau, in all honesty. So we'll talk about what I did find out. So we're just about to head past the right-hand turn. Are we going to get under here? We just about got through. Then barriers are down. Yeah, this is the right-hand turn we just went up before to drop off. So we're now past where we were. And just up ahead, it looks like we go into some mountains, and there's some funky kind of turns and stuff. Should be some interesting driving ahead. So we'll zoom on up there, and I'll see you when the going gets more interesting, because it's just kind of fields and stuff at the minute. Right, here we go. I mean, this looks absolutely crazy. Why is the road like this? Because we've just come in. It's not like it's mountainous, but all of a sudden the road has turned into like a racing course. That is hard to get around with a massive truck. Thank God nothing was coming the other way. But is this? What do we reckon this is all about? I mean, it doesn't feel like there's a good reason for not just making the road straight. I don't know what you think, folks. It's not horrific like topography, is it? Unless there's some real reason for this. This is maybe swampland or something, and this is the only route across it, perhaps, I don't know. But whatever it is, it doesn't feel like the right reason. I wasn't expecting this. This does feel like a bit like a racetrack, though. I imagine you can have a lot of fun here if you closed it or something. Clarkson and Co can have fun here, you'd think. Does this exist in real life? Let me know. Over these marshes. The Dead Marshes, that is their name. That wasn't the best turn in the world, but I've got a big truck. But yeah, it all looks very, very similar, doesn't it? So maybe we'll talk a little bit about what I found out about Bacau. One of the things that was really interesting is that when I was looking at the population now, or in the last census, which was I think 2021, was 130,000, or something like 136,000 in the last census. What was really fascinating is in 1992, so what's that? 30 years before, a bit more, there was over 200,000 people living in Bacau. So they've almost lost half the population. I've no idea why that's the case. But if anyone knows why Bacau people have just emigrated from it, then let me know. Because sometimes it's because I don't know, a resource is run dry, or maybe an important job supplier leaves the town or something like that. But I was not sure at all why that was the case. The only other interesting thing I could find, which again was a bit weird, was that it's famous for the Moldovan Winter Traditions Festival, which apparently is like a folk festival. So lots of folk artists come and play during that. Why is it called the Moldovan Traditions though? Because I'm not sure that Moldova. No, it does share a border, but it's not that close, as far as I'm remembering. But maybe it's reasonably close, but not that close. So yeah, that was a bit weird. That was pretty much it. That's Bacau in a nutshell, apparently. Anyway, folks, we've done this crazy road. I've been on it for a little while. It's all pretty samey, actually. It's a little bit on the disappointing side. I was hoping for something spectacular. I get something a little bit weird. Although just on the right here, it's a little cemetery, but there's no church. Unless that's the church down there. Why would the cemetery be so far away from the church? Let's just have a look before we'll cut off. Is that a church on the left? Waiters. It does look like a church. Yeah. But the cemetery is up the road. Weird. Right, folks, I will see you in a bit as we reach our destination, just 44 miles away, 1 hour 8 minutes in game, and yeah, it's we will be getting 11 out of 13 and the city of Bacau, and we've got a photo op still to do. So yeah, join me when we get all of that stuff done. Whoa. Here we come into Bacau, and what a sight that is. Look at that. Not synagogue, but religious enclosure building. God. Ooh, nice horse. We'll have a look what this is. We've got a photo op here, and that's what it's. Bacau city centre. Oh, wow, look at that. Does that not look pretty? This is possibly worthy of a photo. Yeah, that's possibly worthy of a thumbnail there. So might have a little look at what that looks like in real life. And we've got Balkan Explorer, 29 out of 30. Bacau has been officially discovered. So it's been a successful episode. Actually, I thought it was going to be more of the same today, but I've actually got a lot more done than I expected, which is great. One of the other things which I did mean to talk about, I'm not entirely sure if I have or haven't talked about it, but you will notice in terms of the cash that we've got, we did have over 2 million in the bank in the last episode. We have spent a bunch of that to fill up our garages in Kassel in Germany and in Istanbul. So we are basically completely full in terms of garages. So we need to buy a new garage location. What are you doing, mate? You're taking your time there. So I think we haven't got actually a location in Romania. So I think we are going to pick a location in Romania and do that. And I haven't decided which we're going to do yet. But let's do this one. This will be a fun one. Round the building, try and wedge it round there, and then into the slot. But yeah, we've got Istanbul in the road to the Black Sea, so we have got one here, but we just haven't got one in Romania. So we'll do that. Pick a Romanian city to have our base of operations in, our new base of operations, and we'll buy a big one, I think. Well, there we go. Another one down. Another delivery down. Only a short drive, but that's going to take us 11 to 13, so just 2 to go. So what we'll do between this and the next episode, I will drive kind of close to the city down the bottom in Bulgaria that we haven't been to yet, and then we'll try and get there in the next episode, which will complete the Balkans Explorer achievement, and we'll also complete the Happy Hauloween event. That was going to be on the 17th, so it'll be on the date that this finishes, and so we will be right there. Well, I don't think we've done that before, which is kind of cool. So right, I'm going to go and find a garage to buy in Romania. Interesting, I thought there was a garage in every city, but apparently not. There's not one in Bacau. Or do you have to actually find it for it to appear? Yeah, let me know. So yeah, we've got one in Turkey, one there, so not a lot down in this way. Where shall we have? Shall we have it in Timisoara, which was the city which had the earliest electric street light? This feels like a good thing. We're going to put a large garage in there in Timisoara. So we've still got a bunch of cash. We've got over £1 million even with that purchase, so that's pretty damn good. Yeah, we are at the stage where it's really hard to spend the money, so yeah, this is good. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that episode. Bunch of stuff that we talked through. We got through a bunch of stuff. We're 11 out of 13 with Happy Hauloween. We've just got one more city to collect for the Balkan Explorer achievement, and then we'll have a think about what next. But we'll talk about that during the next episode. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit that like button. If you're new, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bell to ensure you don't miss anything coming up. Leave a comment, please, if you are new to the channel and you haven't left a comment before on one of these videos. Always fun to hear from you. So leave a comment down below on something we've spoken about, or just something random, something you enjoyed about the episode. What was that was the question, wasn't it? Your random fact, not necessarily about a Romanian city, but a random fact about any city that most people won't. I want to hear your random facts. Okay, folks, see you next time. Goodbye.